Hello and welcome to another part of my room that you haven't really seen before. This space is where I put all of my intent out into the universe. And today we are going to use it to decorate my Yule log and set up a Yule altar in preparation for tonight's magic. So, we have one Yule log. Should we get some incense on to set the mood? I have no idea if that's going to work. There you go. Okay, got my little table type thing, which may or may not. Ooh, yep, hot. That still may or may not work, but it is hot, so we shall see. This is turning into another incense video, but sometimes with non-combustible incense, which that is, you don't necessarily need it to smoke for the scent to come across. There is an aspect of magic within the actual burning of it, but if you just want the scent to set the mood, it doesn't always need to smoke. But we'll see what happens. This is my little chalice. Have a look. It has a pentacle on it and it is silver. This is going to be what I pour my offering into during the magic. When I was foraging for this Yule log, and you can find that journey in the video in the card above in your top right, I was talking about wanting to burn it because it is traditionally burned, but the universe said no, and it's been raining a lot today, and so I'm unable to burn it. So instead, what I'm going to use is lots of candles. And the traditional Yule colours are red, green and white, and I'm adding a black one for my goddess, the kayak. I'm not setting fire to the actual log so that can move forward a bit. Lord. Okay, those are now pink, but they used to be red, so that's something. Green. White. That's going to be our red. Let's do 2 of each. Why not? Treat yourselves. Doot. We use the pentacle as a centre point. There we are. I have set this out in the shape of the triple goddess sort of symbol, apart from there is 5. Variations on this symbol include the whole moon in the middle, a half moon at each side, and then a crescent moon right at the very end. They should be the other way around. And I've just set that out because there is 5, and that is what I've chosen to do. Because Yule is about the sun god waking up, which sun god you actually choose to honour in this ritual is completely up to you. I just kicked the camera thing. I haven't felt a calling for a specific sun god yet, so I am just going with the sun god. And for that, I have a very sunny looking pentacle here. I'm going to take it off the string for safety because there's candles and it's not necessary because I'm not going to wear it. And I'm going to put it on my Yule log. You know what, I take it back. I don't take it off the string because it doesn't want to come off. Instead of taking it off of the string, I have chosen to just put it here and sort of drape the string over the Yule log because it wasn't coming off of the string. But it's now, you know, a part of the Yule log kind of very loosely. Stand the wicks up. Fireproof plate, which is currently quite dirty because I am a bad pagan and I haven't cleaned it properly in a little while. That is just a little extra safety net for these 2 candles that are going to be burned. So another colour that we use at Yule is gold. I'm running out of gold spell candles. That's a shame. Gold! So I'm going to stand these 2 up in here. This one needs to be melted in because it's shorter. Ow, I got hot wax on myself. I'm just going to do it a little bit with the other one just to make sure it's safe. stand there, sir. The next step of my Yule altar is I'm going to decorate the log with greenery. Greenery can vary from person to person. The tradition is really that it shouldn't be bought, it should be either given as a gift or found naturally. So I have some dried daffodils from a daffodil plant that I grew myself, which are going to be draped over. I'm just going to put a little pile of them here for now. And then I also have these long pine needles that I foraged for when I got my pine cones for my incense. I don't want all of them. Here you go, that'll do. Some. Let's get decorating. At some point the camera stopped filming, but that is probably for the best. That was not a graceful decoration. But we're here now, it doesn't have to look pretty, it's all about the intent. But it's also very nice when it does look good. And obviously you can't smell on camera, but that incense blend, even if I do say so myself, chef's kiss. Just gonna pick my spot for my little kayak candle. She can sit there. Another way that you can celebrate Yule is by waking up at sunrise on the day of Yule, or staying up all night the night before Yule so that you're ready for the sunrise on Yule. And what you can do then is you can, headphone warning, ring a bell. But I live in a shared house in quite a built up neighbourhood, so I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to pay homage to that by having a little bell on my Yule altar. That can go on the plate of things. Another thing you can do on Yule to celebrate it is to go and feed the birds or plant some sunflower seeds. What I have here is a seed mix from Aldi, which I'm not going to pick out all of the sunflower seeds from. So again, I'm going to pay homage to the feeding the birds ritual by just sprinkling some and ruining my decorations. I'm going to put some on the plate as well, just to pay recognition to it. Ah, don't fall in the fire. Oh god, chaos. I know a lot of the Yule rituals involve fire, but burning down the house is not on my list of practices. Something else you can do for either a tasty Yule snack or again to feed the birds is popcorn. So once again, I'm not going to sprinkle them over the Yule log this time, I'm just going to put them onto the plate and just sort of around the table, not on the log. There are several other attributes of Yule. I don't think it's possible to include them all, but things like apples are usually pretty good. You can coat the Yule log in ale or cider. I have not done that because it's going to get messy. That's usually better for if you're burning one outside. You can drink ale and cider. I'm going to be pouring some out for my patron goddess, but it's also going to be port because that's what I have. The candle will be left burning all night to keep the sun company and encourage him to rise. Why am I calling the sun a he? It is a symbol of masculinity. It does not mean actual gender. If you'd like to know more about gender and being non-binary and a pagan, when a lot of it is quite clearly gendered, I will put a link in the card above. A lot of the Christmas traditions that you know to be Christmas traditions actually come from the pagan celebration of Yule. For example, decorating the Christmas tree, the festive colours, red, green, white, gold. Decorating your house with lights is also a very pagan thing to do. Putting a wreath on your door is also a very pagan thing to do. Kissing under mistletoe, while a lot of people see that as love and romance, it's actually protection. You can also see it as love and romance. And gift giving in particular is in the spirit of Yule. More specifically, it's being in the spirit of giving rather than the materialistic giving of a thing. So one thing that could be very important to do is to either donate time or donate food to a food bank and make sure that you are an anonymous giver. That makes sure that your intentions are pure and you're not doing it for any sort of recognition. It's then very important that you don't go around and brag about it and put all over social media, this is what I'm doing this Christmas, aren't I a good person? Because that's not the point. Another thing you can do just quietly on your own without any sort of equipment or grandiose ritual. For example, if you are still in the broom closet, if you live in a very Christian household, if it is not safe to practice like this, or if you just don't have the stuff, what you can do is just sit in your favourite wooded area, in your favourite area of nature, and just take in the surroundings. Think and reflect on the year that you've just had and the year that's going to be coming in. Reflect on hardships of winter, reflect on the fun of summer, and just take some time to think about your faith, your mind, and anything that you want to achieve in the next year. There is a candle spell that a lot of pagans do use at this time of year, and it's you write a bad habit on a piece of paper, something that you want to stop, and then you burn it in one of the Yule candles in order to put out your intent into the universe that, hey, I don't want to do this bad habit anymore. And hopefully the bad habit will stop. This is a video for another day. Magic is not a cure. Once I have finished with all of this, I am going, instead of burning it, because I haven't added anything to the wood, I can return this to the spot where I found it, along with anything that I burn during the ritual, and I will pour the libations outside onto as grassy area I can find, but I'm not going to walk all the way to the park to do it. I also should have had some holly here because my patron goddess is the kayak, and holly is kind of her symbol, but it is also a symbol of Yuletide, as we know from all of the Christmas decorations with holly on it. I just didn't get around to foraging it, and I used the last piece on Samhain. If you want to know more about Samhain, there will be a card somewhere here. I think that's about all I'm going to do on camera for you. I am now going to pour in the libations, light the candles, and set my intention for the new year. So don't forget to like this video. Drop a comment down below if you have any questions about Yule or anything that I've done here today, and I will try my best to answer it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a new video. Videos go up every Saturday at 6 PM UK time, with at least one bonus video every month, apart from this month, which is Vlogmas, and you're getting 25 videos in 25 days. Bye!